Hello, hello. We are back with Anno Domini, and Erastus just kind of stumbled upon some vine beasties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this will be interesting because nobody else is here. It's just you, Erastus. But I think, so what's, let's figure this out real quick. Erastus, is your plan just to, like, run?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to bother fighting him by myself.
Okay, cool. Let's do this then. Let's just have you roll initiative, and then we'll just figure out how long it takes you to run, or whether or not you just get, like, critted right away and die instantly.
Right, yeah.
You know, which is still a thing that might happen. And then we'll figure out what
I got a 13.
where to put things after that. Okay. So 13, and I'll roll for them. All right, so you go first. So you can actually probably just like run.
Yeah.
Disengage and run, and you're probably fine.
Disengage and then move 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think they chase you because they can't move very fast, and they're kind of like, this is like their place. Yeah, they move 10 feet, so they wouldn't even be able to. There would be no way of them reaching you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was just to decide if you got any damage taken or anything like that. But yeah, so you run out, and they just can't chase after you. Where do you go?
I'm going to go to this building next, and I'm going to be more careful this time.
Yeah, and I think maybe like after you've done that, so that's actually the building that the sprite was in the first time.
Oh, right. I guess I pass it.
Yeah, and so do you want to just make an investigation check? Once you've kind of seen that one group of vine beasts.
Oh my gosh. I have advantage.
No,
I
you
rolled
do
a
not.
2 technically.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, so you don't find anything.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing of importance anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff.
Right. So there's nothing obviously valuable in any of the buildings?
Not really. I mean, and especially with the one, even if there are, you wouldn't be able to find them. So
Right. Well, I mean, like I wouldn't have
there's
to
nothing
invest
obviously
in, like,
valuable.
like a giant golden sword hanging over a mantle or something. Right?
Yeah, there's nothing obviously valuable.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I'll just head back and see if everybody's drowned in dirt yet.
Yeah, sure. So what does happen immediately after Donan gets dragged out of the loam? Does he just try to rub back in again, or how are you guys talking about this? Because I think
If he did, I probably wouldn't be able to stop him the second time.
I think he spends quite a long time trying to come up with other cusses on par with cornflower.
corn blossom. Yeah.
Corn blossom.
Yes. Hey, language.
Cornflower. Cornflower is the worst version because it's blossomed.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, yeah. Corn petals. Yeah. So, Ulrich and Lisig, do you do anything? Donan just tried to jump in and then got dragged out. Like, I guess, what's the discussion here? Is anyone actually seriously considering, besides Donan, like, going in again? Or...
No, I'm not.
Okay, here's a question. Could I don't know if there's oh wait, actually I think there is a limit. Maybe there isn't. I wonder if there's like a limit on how long I can make a thorn whip and just see like how deep it actually is.
Well, let's look
What's
at...
the range on it? I assume it would just be the range, right?
Yeah, it would be the range.
Although, do you have to target something with the whip?
I think you do.
I don't know.
Which, I mean, I guess it's up to Caleb whether or not you can use it against something that isn't an enemy.
Yeah.
But
What is it called?
Thorn whip?
Thorn whip. Yeah. I don't know if anyone wants to grab that, though. If the range is 30 feet, you create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. You could probably, like, mess with that to try to, like... But it's a thorn vine.
well, she just wanted to see how deep it was. close. No one was gonna climb.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you could probably like just like shoot it out into the loam to see how far it goes down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
But the thing is, you can't like sense. You don't have like senses with the thorn whip, so it doesn't feel. I mean, you can probably feel if there's any like sort of resistance that it hits. But I don't think there is. Yeah. So right, you send the thorn whip like shooting down into the loam, and you don't feel any resistance even within that 30 feet.
More than 30 feet of loam, which means you probably should.
Or the loam like becomes something else, or like leads to some other thing that also doesn't provide resistance.
Right.
Given what you guessed at the
Do
magic.
we have any rope? We could just lower somebody in and then.
Yeah, you can try that. That seems like a more reasonable way.
Just
What?
why we're doing this?
I mean, we're doing it because Donan wants to do it.
I mean, this was like part of the investigation of like finding out what happened to the people. There's a tunic
Yeah.
lodged in this section.
I mean, basically, we all want to know what's down there, so Donan is taking the hit. Being
Okay.
curious about it, essentially. So
Alright, that's fine. I don't know how my character would respond to this. Because he loves knowledge. I don't think he's the curious type, though. I don't think he's like, hey, let's go down into this dark pit for no other reason than why not?
I might have a rope.
If you have like an explorer's pack or something, then you like
Don't have a rope, and I don't think I have an
That's
explorer's pack.
if I do either, I have some incense. Could use some.
Hey, funny thing, I also have incense.
Hold up, though. We're literally surrounded by vines, right?
Yeah, you could try to cut off a vine and like
What kind of roll would that be?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't
probably a
come
survival check.
strangle you.
I've got that.
Okay, yeah, I don't. So.
Yeah, Lisa, do you want to make a survival check to try to like
Yeah.
cut a big vine off and like
Try and
use
strangle
it as a
you.
rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. You cut away a long like 30-foot length of vine.
Cool.
Sweet.
Donan's ready to just jump.
Okay. So do you like just tie it to your like waist?
I think so.
Okay.
Like, unless anybody stops him, he's just gonna be like, hold this, would ya?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to make a sleight of hand check? Someone to tie the vine on Donan?
That would be sleight of hand.
Yes. There's no other skill that it would be.
Not a use. I feel like there's a.
Use rope is 3.5
Okay.
when there's a skill for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Donan doesn't really have a lot of dexterity.
I've
Yeah.
got a 2 for sleight of hand.
Be better than me.
Erastus is probably back at this point too, so
My sleight of hand is 3, but I've rolled nothing but 7s and 1s, so.
it's true.
Not sure that Donan wants to trust your sleight of hand.
Yeah. I mean, I would trust Ras's sleight of hand, but I wouldn't trust him himself to roll it, so.
Okay, I'll roll.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so 15.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty good. So you go ahead and tie it. I didn't. That wasn't supposed to be ominous. You go ahead and tie it, and
I
then
was trying to hide it.
do you just jump again, Donan? After you, I assume you tie this to like the tree or something, Lisig,
Yeah.
on the other end. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, sure. So Donan, you jump. You hit the loam, go in, keep falling, and then suddenly you come out in empty air, and you're spitting out dirt. Then the rope, like, the vine reaches its length, and you realize that you are hanging, about 10 feet off the ground, in some sort of stone chamber. It's kind of like long and... Make a history check for me, Donan. I think that you might be able to recognize what this is.
Okay. History check. Well, hello.
Yeah, 20. You're in an ancient aqueduct.
I knew there was something down here.
Like an
Do
aqueduct
we
has been
hear
like
him from
buried
down there?
somehow. No, you do not.
Okay.
So as soon
that's what I
as the
figured.
rope goes taut, I think we should probably pull on it because if it is all loam, he's drowning. Slash. So
Are we on a hill, Caleb? Is this city on a hill?
Is it the light of the world? No, that's the question.
Ah!
That's a good question. I mean, it doesn't look like it,
Gotta
no.
let that light shine.
Okay. Well, yeah. We could really let our light shine if we set this whole place on fire, like we suggested earlier.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any hills nearby.
Because what I was thinking is this has just happened before, and you know, there's a city down here. and
Oh, right.
That was my first thought.
Wait, what?
That
I
this
was
is some kind of
thinking that-
tell, but instead of a military campaign, it's just a bunch of vines killing everything every
Oh.
time the city dies. That's an option. No.
But yeah,
I
so
mean,
do
some
you
kind
guys
of
drag
aqueduct.
Donan back up? Is that
Yeah.
what happens?
We need to roll for that. Or...
No, I think you're fine. You pop him back up through the loam, and yeah, I mean, you remember that, Donan? Like, you were in an aqueduct.
There was something down there, all right. It was a big aqueduct. Aqueduct. How would you Scottish that?
Aqueduct? I don't know.
Not like that, you wouldn't. That's an... You've got to get it right. That's an aqueduct. Aqueduct. Duct.
Duct.
Duct tape.
As fascinating as that sounds, it doesn't sound like it's worth money or anything else. So
I didn't get a chance to get a good look around because you fools pulled me back up.
It's worth our time to go down there.
No, I mean probably, but
I
Well,
didn't
that's
can.
one in.
as a character, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
But it probably is.
Give me a little bit more rope. I want to get down to the bottom of it and see what's down there. If there's anything more than just an aqueduct.
All right, might as well. Lucy, will you grab more rope?
We have more rope.
I mean, there's
Well,
vines
no,
everywhere.
Make
So.
more vines.
Oh right, we were
Yeah.
using- okay. I mean,
Probably
yeah,
just made this like giant vine braid.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Yeah.
gosh, okay.
So yeah, what's the plan?
I guess we're just gonna send him back down with
I mean,
a longer
yeah.
vine.
Make more vine rope.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So that happens, and you go back down, Donan, and you find yourself in an aqueduct.
Is there water,
Yes.
or is it
Yeah.
okay?
Let me. I think I'm hastily
working
constructing a
aqueduct?
map here.
You said there's water in the aqueduct. Like, is it working?
It's not
Yeah,
like
like-
it's working necessarily. It's like a small trickle. It's not like working at full capacity for sure.
So what do I see?
Yeah, let's see. So you drop down, and basically, so below you is a small trickle of water that's kind of in the center of this like aqueduct corridor, right? It's kind of like going down in some direction, down a long distance. And you're basically the aqueduct is lined with like and it's like there's a ceiling above you. You're in some sort of like you're inside it. And you see like staggered statues like along the corridor of the aqueduct, kind of like in alcoves on the side, just kind of like going down. And they're like of Roman like centurions, like praetors and stuff like that. It's like very like Roman-esque, and obviously they're Azamar because that's what this is in the setting. And you see that there's definitely like a couple of like side corridors leading off from these from this main shaft, and then behind you is like a reservoir of water that's like in this big pool, and it's just like slightly trickling out. There's like a little bit of like a some sort of mechanism that like is keeping the water just coming in as a trickle.
Okay.
So that is what you see.
Um.
And I'm trying to get this map up and going.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say.
Break that mechanism so that the water floods. I think it's probably a safe bet.
Just flood the area and
yeah, just flood the area.
be
There
done
you go.
with it.
There you go.
Right, because you guys have absolutely you've zero curiosity of what's down here.
I mean, if it's down there and it dies, we get experience for it. So
There's the
That's not how that works. That's not how we're playing.
I mean, that's true.
Oh no.
if it's down there and we make a goal about it and then it dies.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
That's how we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a goal to get out of this town. So
I mean, this would be getting out of this town. You'd be in some other aqueduct thing.
What?
Just lower yourself into the aqueduct and then come back.
There you go.
You've gotten out of the town for a couple seconds, but you know, small victories. Am I right?
Yep.
I have that goal for 6 episodes, like I did for Samus.
So there's no snapping grid here because it already has a grid that is just a pain to try to get them to align. But so you can kind of move wherever. But like yeah, so you're kind of just right there, in the middle of this whole situation, Donan.
Okay. I mean, there are side rooms and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to go investigate some of those.
Yeah. So are you just like gonna go do this by yourself or like
we
tug
give
on the rope or something?
Good hard tug and see
Yeah.
if we can pull someone down with him.
Well,
Ooh,
yeah.
tied
Does
to a
anyone
tree.
do we want to say that everyone just kind of like goes down or does
Yeah, I think Lisa goes in after him.
yeah? So Lisa, you kind of climb down.
I mean, have we given thought to how we're getting back if something happens to our
I mean, one of you could stay up.
ladder? Screw it, whatever.
Is that actually a thing that goes through Rastus's mind?
Yeah, probably, but yeah, he probably is like, all right, well, here we go. That's the thing that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna drop down, I guess.
Ulrich, you do the same. Is Connor in the room?
Yeah,
Can't hear you.
it's muted.
What?
He's not muted.
No, I'm not muted.
All right,
He's
yes, I
coming
move
along
your
with us
lips.
down the hole
Sound,
Yes.
so.
to explore.
Do I need to roll for that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm just. Yeah. So that's the situation there, Connor, in that map.
Nifty.
Just double checking something.
And we came from just
Above. Yeah.
uh,
So
go-
above you, you see like this circle of loam that's just like kind of like a plug in the top of an otherwise stone ceiling.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Is that how they got in?
If this
maybe?
was supposed to be an aqueduct upside down pouring water to the surface.
What? No, that would have been really confusing.
It was really confusing anyway.
I wonder if this is how the Fae got in, if they transmuted this floor here into. Sorry, this should say that character. I wonder if this is how the Fae arrived. If they transmuted this floor here, and came up through from the aqueduct. It would explain why it's all blocked up if they had to travel through here.
Does that mean that they like disabled this place? They mess with this?
It's
ancient
basically like dammed up
architects?
right now. I think
Sorry.
it's basically dammed up. I don't know necessarily why, but that was just my guess. It'd probably be hard to travel up an aqueduct if it was flowing.
Sure.
Although if you're a Fae and you can fly, maybe that's not an issue. But
Right.
Yeah, does it?
I'm
Can
going down
we-
too.
Is there other like vine-related damage around?
No, so it looks weirdly untouched from the growth from before. And And honestly, like, I mean, you guys definitely don't know anything about like Roman aqueducts being nearby this area. You grew up in this area, most of you, so it seems all kinds just seems out of place.
This all seems out of place.
Good line. Good line.
Besides, I came up with it myself.
Well, I suppose we might as well do this thing to completion.
Yeah, it would be a very RPG waste to just leave this.
Just leave the side quest.
Right.
I mean,
obviously,
good
there's
something else.
something here.
Donan's curiosity is still piqued, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you guys go? I mean, you can like inspect?
Honestly,
You can
yeah,
inspect
I feel
anything.
like
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go wandering off this way.
Yeah.
What can I see down this tunnel?
I'll
Okay.
go follow him.
I mean, you can see, right, like that there's like a split there. And the tunnel, it looks like, honestly, like it doesn't look like a service tunnel exactly, but it does look sort of like, it looks like it was meant to be here. It's not like someone like drilled a hole in this aqueduct afterwards. Normally an aqueduct like this wouldn't just randomly have like another side corridor. But like, yeah, it just seems like it's just like everything around here seems like a very fancy aqueduct. Like this is made not really to be efficient in transporting water, but rather to, I don't know, impress someone or be a monument to something. But yeah, so you just see this like stone corridors kind of like leading away.
It's bizarre.
Is there like
There's like sconces on the walls where torches might go, but like they're empty. Nothing really else, just kind of stone corridor.
any writings, markings, things we could recognize? Like
Make an
that?
investigation check. As you're just kind of like looking around here. Yeah, I think you see some text kind of like here on the wall. Written in Celestial. Does anyone know Celestial?
Speaks.
Oh,
I
I happen
assume-
to speak Celestial.
Yeah, I knew Erastus did, but yeah. So Donan and Erastus can totally understand this. I don't know if either the other of you can, but you basically it says something along the lines of
Is speaking or writing?
it's writing.
Okay.
It says, yeah, there's just a mouth that just suddenly starts talking.
Well, yeah, that's why I was confused when you said
Yeah.
it says. I was like, wait a second.
Right, I mean, the writing says.
Yeah, yeah.
It says, like, by the order of, like, Praetor Excellius or something like that. Like, this complex was constructed, like, by the order of this Praetor. And then something along the lines of, by the power of the emperor and for the glory of the Roman Empire. And then it kind of says a string of characters it has a string of characters below it in Sylvan. I assume Leesig speaks Sylvan, correct?
I'm not sure.
Maybe not.
I do, I think.
I cannot read that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I can read Sylvan.
Does Sylvan? What language is that?
It's the language of the Fae.
Oh, okay.
So there's one in Celestial and one in Sylvan?
Yeah, there's like it looks like the official inscription, right? It's like this complex was constructed by the order of Praetor, blah blah blah, and then there's like hastily like scribbled like in like ink sort of thing, like painted kind of like on the like below it.
Oh.
So
It's
graffiti.
like it's like graffiti, yeah. But in Sylvan, and it basically says something along the lines of
Yeah, no, I don't know Sylvan.
You don't know Sylvan? Okay, interesting. Yeah, so only Ulrich can read this. It says basically it says like name was here. Like some Sylvan name was here. Like it's legit and just graffiti.
It's graffiti.
That,
Great.
so Roman Empire stuff is ASMR, right?
So the sprites were here.
Yeah, Kale, do we recognize a name from the sprites that we were just...
Nope, it's a name you don't recognize. I can generate it real quick, but it's just the reason I didn't say it right away is because it's not the one that you'd recognize.
Okay.
Roman stuff is ASMR, right?
The sprites
Oh,
were here.
Yeah, Roman stuff is ASMR. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, I think he says as much. Basically, it's like this is ancient ASMR. This is perplexing. Were they ever in this area? I assume.
The ASMR?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is part of the ancient British province of the Roman
Right.
Empire.
Okay. Then yeah, he's basically just like that's interesting. And then yeah, I can't read the name, so it's
Yeah, so the name Ulrich, Connor, it says like the name just means a riddle in Sylvan. It says Riddle was here, basically, is what it says.
that's cryptic.
Tom Riddle?
Turns out it's actually parcel tongue.
And only he can read it.
Exactly. And then it starts writing more, and Ulrich realizes.
He knew he should have been sorted into that house after all.
Yep. Yeah. So what do you do?
Well, now my interest is also piqued because it's ancient ASMR.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, now I suppose we have to see what's down there, don't we?
Aye, that we do.
Now that it actually matters. Just kidding.
Does anyone?
I think the smart thing to do would be for someone to go this way, and then for someone to go this way, and then
We get ambushed individually, yes.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean, is that what's happening?
Probably not. That seems like a bad idea.
So you go, you go to the left or the right.
Donan's gonna go to the right here.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to the right as well. But yeah. Oops.
Donan, make a perception test.
Perception test.
Yeah.
That button.
Nice.
That's a perception test.
Okay. You see a little tripwire on the in the corridor.
This wire's meant for tripping over. Should I trip on it? No, he doesn't actually say that.
Okay.
Yeah, tripwire in the corridor. I think he's gonna look a little closer at what is this tripwire connected to. And that's an investigation check. Or
Yeah, investigation.
Well, that's a good sign. Typically, you trap things that are worth protecting.
Yeah, I mean you don't know, it's a wire. Basically.
that's a wire.
Yeah.
I don't know what's it about, but it's a wire.
Why don't we step gingerly over it and see what it's guarding?
Hey, let's do that. How do I fail this?
Step on the pressure plate that's behind it.
Okay, yes, you just step over it. Keep going. So as you kind of like round the corner there, your perception check continues, Donan, and I think you hear some like whispering and then like a giggle and someone like shh shh, but it's like it's unintelligible like what they're saying.
Do I recognize? Can I recognize the timbre of the voice?
No, it doesn't sound like a sprite. No.
It's not a sprite. Okay.
No.
Are we continuing
There
where we were
does-
in before?
I think he kind of does some hand wavy gesture that probably means something really ridiculous in Druidic, but he's like trying to get people to be quiet.
Right. Sure.
down,
At least he just like looks
quiet.
offended. He's like, "What? Why would you say that to me?" Yeah. Do you guys want to make a stealth check to like sneak up then?
I'd love to fill a stealth check.
Yeah, sure. Everybody roll stealth.
There you are. I got a 19.
Okay.
Wait, is there not a thing for armor? How does that work?
What kind of armor do you have?
Chain.
You have disadvantage then.
Yes,
You got a
disadvantage.
13 then.
I got a 13, yeah.
13. Yeah, let me. Ulrich and Dunn, make stealth checks.
Oh, I'm supposed to make a stealth
Yeah,
check.
everyone
too?
needs to make a stealth check. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that wasn't the
Ooh.
worst.
Actually,
Can
you're
I get
also-
advantage on that for having heard the voices?
Well, you start with disadvantage, right? Because you're wearing chainmail as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Don't I?
So you get a regular roll.
Don't I have
Okay, so it wouldn't matter because they're gonna see all y'all.
Oh, great.
They are. Jeez.
I have proficiency I have armor proficiency, right?
Yeah, so I don't think it matters for stealth checks. I think having proficiency means that like you don't take penalties to like doing things.
Horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think you have disadvantage on like doing actions, like various things, like that would be hindered by armor.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys kind of like try to round the corner, and you hear. I mean, they like shushed each other, and then like it's obvious that they heard that you are coming, and so there's no way that you're gonna sneak up on these people. But like you get to like here probably, right? And you just kind of like look down this empty corridor. You don't see anything really. At the end of the corridor though is like it looks like I mean it looks like a treasure hoard. Honestly, it's just like a bunch of treasure just kind of like strewn about right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I do some kind of a check to see if I can find the source of the voices?
I think with your perception check, you could hear that it was kind of coming from like if you were over here originally, right? It was coming like this direction.
Okay. I make signs to indicate that that's the direction the voices came from.
I would like to cast. Well, okay. What are the chances that these are Fey? Because you said they're not sprites, right? What do we think? Do we think? Basically, I'm trying to figure out if I should cast an armor class boost or protection against Fey. But I don't know. How many kinds of Fey are there? Sprites pretty much the only kind, or
No, there's a lot of different kinds of Fae.
okay.
And trust me, you will probably meet a lot of them in this campaign.
AC boost is kind of generically useful.
Yeah.
So
That's true. All right, I'm gonna. What does this do again? I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Which lasts for 10 minutes. It is a bonus action and gives me +2 armor class.
Sure.
And then I would also like, because that is a bonus action, I would like to take the dodge action. If you're allowing me to make actions like combat, because I'd like to.
I mean, I guess you could start combat having taken the dodge action.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna move my movement up to. I mean, I didn't hear them probably, so past this, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, I'll move here
okay.
and then let me know if anything happens, and then I'll keep moving.
Yeah, basically when you get there, that's when the ambush, as it were, occurs. So is anyone following directly behind Erastus, or?
yeah, I think Donan's gonna stay back a little ways.
Same with Lisa.
The last thing he wants is to be ganked and then not be able to cast healing spells.
Yeah.
By the way, who has dark vision and who doesn't?
I have dark vision.
Donan, I think, has dark vision.
Yeah, so Leisig / Ulrich, you guys probably would have had to light some sort of something.
Oh yeah, I've got my
I have the
my
light.
produce flame.
Oh, that works too. What's the brightness on the flame?
Like 20 feet, I think. Or wait, on produce flame?
Produce flame, yeah.
I know that's a torch, but let me look.
Because the light spell is bright for 20 and dim for 20 more.
It's 10 and 10
Okay.
for produce flame.
So
It's not that much.
I'll just have cast light on something because it's cantrip. So there's
Okay.
really no
On something on yourself?
not on me because I have dark vision, so probably on
On Leisig?
or on Ulrich. Actually, if I could do it on both, I'll just do that. I don't know how it works.
No, once you cast one, then you can, if you cast another one and the other one, the first one goes away.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Then I'll just whoever's gonna be in front. I assume
Probably
Ulrich
Leisig, yeah.
will be in front.
Or given the way that the order has been, it's Leisig, but
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's fine. I'll just cast it on her.
sure. Yeah. So at least you have a little bubble of light. So Erastus, basically what happens is a dagger just like whizzes out of this like. So this isn't like a corridor. This is like a chute. Like you when you get to this, you kind of like look to the side and you see it's like kind of like a little ramped chute that kind of like starts like about 3 feet or like 5 feet above the floor, and then ramps upward.
Okay.
And so like from the shadows in there, like a dagger just like comes out.
That's rude. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. But you've taken the dodge action, so I didn't even need it. But yeah, a dagger comes out. And then you hear like a snicker.
What's happening?
A dagger just like flew out at you.
Oh, but it missed. Okay.
Yeah, I missed. Yeah.
I thought that was
And then I think you roll initiative. I think that's what that is.
Some jerk laughed at you too. You might
Yeah,
want to say
exactly.
something about that.
Yeah, so he just exclaims, and then yeah, I guess we'll roll initiative.
Make sure you're clicking on your token.
Oh,
Is
right.
exclamation
I can add it manually, but it's
full
fine.
round action?
No, it's not.
Where's the button for initiative?
It's under it's by your armor class.
There it is. I found it.
Oh, I rolled it.
Again, it's been over a month since our
Yeah,
last.
it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, it's fine. It's not even a real button, so it's kind of weird.
Ulrich, Connor, you asleep?
I would've
Did
been
he just
surprised.
fall asleep?
Connor?
Okay, buddy. I think you fell asleep while we were playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
How,
What? Do you want to wake him up, or are we?
you have a long day at work today or something?
No. I mean, what? Oh wait, dog's barking. Maybe he'll wake up.
You could go wake him up. You live in the same building.
I could, but
Could also like have a family member, give the family member permission to tease him and
Exactly,
wake him
that's
up.
that's what I'm thinking.
If I know your family, they'd enjoy that, I think.
I'm calling him. I don't know if he has his phone.
I don't know. What time is it? It's 10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
It's not too bad.
I mean, I guess I'll just roll for him,
Yeah.
and we'll.
Watch him get the highest initiative.
I don't know. Call a parent and have them wake him up or something? This is gonna be the new raisins.
Yeah, that's what I. This is gonna be the new raise. I just asked my
Fall
dad to
asleep,
do
yeah.
that.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I'll roll for him here. Wait, where's the initiative button? Oh, there it is.
I just asked that question.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to the player character sheet, so I knew what it is. I know where it is on the NPC sheet. But so Lisig, it's you first. You hear a dagger like clink against the wall, and Erastus exclaim. What would you do?
I mean, run up first, I guess.
Yeah, so the square is 5 feet, even though I don't think it
Okay.
actually does that accurately. Actually, it does. So there you go. Yeah.
Don't remember how far. Speed 25. Okay.
So you go on to. I don't know where you want to go though exactly. You could just like try to jump into the chute. That's the thing you can do.
I don't know if she'd do that. I mean, she's probably small enough.
And so behind you, Lisig, the chute It's like the chute continues and like goes down, right? So it just like goes down into some dark place.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you do?
I guess I'm just gonna get out my bow and arrow.
Sure. Are you gonna attempt to shoot past Erastus, or just kind of like?
I'm just gonna
Just kind of ready it.
ready in action. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see a thing jump out, you shoot
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That makes sense. Donan.
Donan's my name. That's me. I think Donan's gonna move up to the corner here. And then oh, that would explain why I'm confused. That's not my spells. Oh crud. I should have cast resistance on you, David. So that if you take a hit, you're not gonna get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
That's hurt.
Nice. They're going to be hard pressed to hit me, though.
I mean, I think he's going to I think he's gonna pull out his warhammer and ready himself to aid his compatriots should something go after them.
Okay.
Well, actually, I have a range. He's gonna throw Shield of Faith onto Leesig, actually. No, it's probably not worth using now. I'm like not sure how to play a cleric, so I'm like trying to decide
That's okay.
what level is this encounter? What do we do here? So he's gonna wait. Yeah, he's gonna ready Shield of Faith to cast when danger presents itself more obviously than just a flying dagger.
Yeah. So I'll have Ulrich. Just kind of
run up and smite.
Step up here and just kind of like ready in action to attack something if it comes out. And gets in range of him. Erastus.
So am I able to get into this chute, or is it too small?
You could squeeze in. It wouldn't be prime fighting.
Yeah, should be squeezing, or
yeah.
Okay, doesn't that give you disadvantage to stuff?
I believe so. Yeah, let me.
This is a mechanic called squeeze.
There is a mechanic
It's too
called squeezing into a smaller space.
I love this game.
Let's see. Squeezing into a smaller space. A creature can squeeze through a space that is large enough for a creature one size smaller than it. That is true. Thus, a large creature can squeeze. Blah 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 blah. While squeezing through a space, a creature must spend one extra foot for every foot it moves there, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage while it's in the small space. Yeah, you should definitely crawl in there. That'd be a good idea.
I'm small, right?
You are medium.
Oh, medium.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're the very smallest of medium, but yes.
Small.
Darn.
Am I small?
Yeah, you're small. Yeah, you could
Okay.
go in there, Lisa.
So it would be a lot easier for me to do that.
Yeah.
But that would be a horrible idea.
Because we can't help you in there.
Yeah. You don't want to tank, I don't think, with 13 armor class. I'm going to take out my bow and shoot the first one here.
Okay. Yeah, so you see this like dark cloaked figure kind of like looking inside. He looks like
gosh.
this.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, and like in a little cloak, and he kind of just like looking at you, and he seems to like be like surprised, like in like
Yeah.
a little like, oh no, something bad's about to happen. I didn't realize.
You're done.
I didn't realize that throwing my knife at an unknown figure with weapons and swords is gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's kind of what the face he has. Yeah, that hits.
We're
It's my
dealing
turn.
with idiots.
He shoots and gets 9.
Okay.
9 damage.
Dang.
I'm trying to consider. I don't think it's worth smiting these things. What is the chance? Can we see into this room over here?
Yes. Yeah, it's just a bunch of treasure in there. Remember?
That's suspicious. I'm gonna leave my smite till later. These can't be the biggest things we fight today. And then I'm just gonna go right here. Okay. It's
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's their
Actually,
turns.
Just to establish, if they stand in the square, they can't shoot me from there, can they?
No.
To the wall, or at least they could cover or something.
You'd have cover. Yeah, you'd have half cover, I think.
Gotcha.
So the thing is, I think he like this guy screams out in Sylvan, which only Ulrich understands. Or no, he can speak common. Okay, cool. So this thing cries out in common then. He cries out, "Wait, don't attack! I'm sorry." And then you hear like someone behind him, "What are you saying, Riddle? I thought we were attacking." And the one apparently called Riddle says, "No, it's not the boss. It's not him."
What boss?
So does it like combat stop? Do you guys like wait to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could come out
Okay.
here and explain yourself.
As long as you promise not to attack. Like again.
Sure.
Is that a true statement, Orestes?
I mean, Lisa keeps her short bow drawn, but
Right.
she
Yeah,
doesn't
I think
threaten them.
don't throw another knife, and we won't have any reason to. And then I'm gonna put my bow away and draw my sword if we're out of combat.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just have it resting.
Yeah, so these two dudes kind of like crawl out. They come down. They like have these little cloaks, and they're like about Leesig's height, right? And the one apparently called Riddle says, "We apologize. We thought you were someone else."
Who did you think we were?
And they like kind of look at each other, and the one called Riddle says, "I don't know. Should we tell them, Bog?" And the one apparently called Bog says, well,
What do you think? And then I
they
point
do
the
have
arrow sticking
weapons.
Out of him.
What'd you say, Rastus?
What do you think? And I pointed the arrow sticking out of him.
Yeah, so he just like he's like snapped it off by now.
Okay.
But he's like, well, there's a man we work for. His name is I don't know if I should be saying this.
Would you like me to roll an intimidate check?
Yes, I think so.
Oh my gosh! I get a +6 to this. I rolled a 3.
Yeah, I think
Well
they just like.
done.
By getting
The
help
thing
from
they just-
anybody.
Oh, hi, Connor. Welcome back to the land of the living. What's up, buddy? I didn't hear you.
Your mic is up.
You guys been talking to me or something?
Yep.
What did you say?
Can't hear you again.
Yeah.
I think I just fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You definitely did. We like rolled initiative and everything.
Oh, gee whiz.
It's okay. Fight's over. Nothing really happened.
It's true. The fight's over. Yeah. So basically, these two little like Fey-ish looking things. They're about Leesig's height. They kind of like attacked David and then crawled out of a chute.
Yeah, I saw those.
Okay.
I don't know why or how. I
Sleep. You dreamt of them.
He dreamt it. But yeah, so they jumped out in there. Now Rastus is trying to intimidate them.
Is anybody helping me? Because I guess.
I can do that. I don't know if I'm any good at it, but
Well, if you say
It's-
you're helping, I get advantage.
You just get it.
okay, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like Leesig was a little.
I mean, I think we were all menacing them basically. So.
Yeah, I think Donan would help too if you need yet another help.
Mm-hmm,
I don't think Ulrich was trying to be intimidating. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I can only have one person help at a time, anyways. Because
Yeah, it doesn't matter having more, but
so-
yeah, I think
Probably
with
just like-
help then.
Very interesting creature.
I mean, yeah.
definitely just took something. Whoops. Okay, never mind.
But yeah, so they kind of look at each other again, and then they say, and let me generate a name because I actually don't know what the name would be.
What are these?
What are they?
Yeah.
Fae of
Like-
some sort.
Yeah, Fae of some sort. You're not sure. You can make a check though, to find out. Want to know?
I mean, he does. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
With
make
that
an probably Arcana for you. Like that's
Okay,
how you
cool.
would know about them.
So
Yeah, what'd you get?
Ish creatures 11.
Yeah.
So there's some type of fey creature.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that somebody says that. Probably Donan is like, "What are they?" And
Hey,
Ulrich is
what
like-
are these things?
And like some type of fey creature.
I can see that.
I was expecting more to come out of my mouth right there.
Did you fall asleep or something?
Wow.
Josh, that laugh.
I'm sorry. I bumped my car up over a curb this morning, right outside the CEO's window.
Ooh,
So
fun.
like, people have been giving me heck all day. I'm really feeling like dishing it back right now.
Let's see.
Over the curb and into a snowdrift,
Oh,
and it took like 5 people
Nice.
and a truck to get me out.
holy cow.
Oh, fun.
You guys still have snow.
A lot of it too.
We never got snow.
Don't even, Carly. It is so cold, and there's so much snow right now.
It is so beautiful and amazing. I am so happy to be alive right
Why?
now.
Why?
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. You called me. You messaged me.
Yep. It's fine.
We almost sent a family member after you.
The family's coming for you.
Like I was just like, did that actually happen? Did he just fall asleep?
I didn't install the game too hard, did I?
No, you're
No.
good.
No.
No, you didn't start the game at all, actually.
He literally just moved you a few squares and that was it. So
So they say, we work for someone named Belarius. He's well, I think he's a.
Fey creature as well.
you might say his
I was
name-
gonna say human.
Anyway,
But again, I think he's a human. I'm not sure. There's some sort of weird thing about him. But, well, Belarius, he's been. Well, what do you want to know? Actually, I'm not gonna give him any information that you don't actually need.
why don't you
As
start
the
with
GM to his players.
I mean, they're not gonna just start a lore dump for you.
Why
so.
don't you start with who he is and why you were lying in wait for him?
He's a warlock.
Okay, it's an interesting start.
He's made a pact with Lord Oberon.
Now there's an interesting start right there.
Oh, man. He's dead, though, isn't he?
Wait, how do you guys know about what? Why did you react so strongly to that?
Lord Oberon's a friend of ours. Aye, we're going
Oh,
with
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yes, that's an appropriate response. Why is it that you were waiting here with a dagger for your boss?
Well, he's kind of hard to kill, and he doesn't really mind like messing around. So we usually try to kill him every time he comes down here.
Oh, bullcrap. What?
Are you familiar with the term
I mean, you can
boss?
roll an insight on him.
Do you
But
understand what this means?
what'd you say?
Do you understand the term boss? Do you know what this means? Oh my goodness, I literally cannot roll over a 7.
I want to roll on insight.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll an insight and show
Yeah,
y'all
same.
how it's done.
I literally get a
That's how you roll an insight. It has a +5 on this insight. That's how you roll an insight.
So you roll.
and not being able to
Okay,
roll. Oh my gosh.
So Ulrich, Erastus, and Donan, you all are like bullcrap. This is a total lie. But Lisa, you can tell that they're telling the truth. Like it's like this truth is stranger than fiction sort of a thing.
Majority rules. Let's kill them.
What's up? What'd you say?
You should clip that.
Oh, I'm
Oh
not.
yeah, that whole moment.
Are
yeah.
you? Oh, okay.
I'm not in the Twitch client right now.
I can go back and do it. Yeah.
I think the majority rules think we should kill them. They're obviously lying.
I mean, yeah. So Ulrich, Erastus, and Donan, you think they're totally lying, but like Lisa, you're like, nah, I think they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you
she's
gonna
just
say
like, they're
anything, or
telling
are
the
we
truth.
just?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, she says it. She's like, they're telling the truth.
Why would you do something like that to a boss, especially? That's like
He's a nice boss.
barbaric.
They said he's hard to kill.
Yeah, like we don't actually try expect to kill him. It's more like a game.
Oh wow, is this a game to you too?
What? Being threatened by really tall men? No.
Wait, what?
I mean, most of us are pretty average height. Anyways,
They're also
we're really
like
short.
they're also like Leesig's height, yes.
Yeah, they're like 3 feet.
And Leesig's like really short too, so like it all
Yeah.
kind of evens out in the end.
So
Yeah, Connor, in case you missed it, one of them is named Riddle and the other one is named Bog.
this boss of yours, is he in the area? Is he the reason that this village?
Well, we thought he was. That's why we were getting ready to set traps and things, but I mean, he should be here any second now, I think. He usually comes around this time.
Is he the reason that this village has been overgrown and there are vines trying to kill everyone and people have been turned into sludge plants and the like? Is this his doing?
Okay, let me clarify for my own self. Obviously, I'm not gonna say this out loud. Valarius is the guy that's dead upstairs, right? Like up above on the ground, like in
What?
the bridge.
What?
No,
Valarius works for
No.
Oberon.
Belarius was or I'm sorry, the guy with the in the mound was a goat herder. Random
Oh,
goat
Valarius?
herder.
That's
No.
No,
No, sorry.
Valarius works for Oberon. He's these guys' boss. We just learned about him. The guy that is dead has no name.
He's just a goat herder.
He's just dead.
okay. No, who's the guy in the carriage that's dead? Up
Oh,
there.
Bartholomew Babington.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Babington.
saw a B and I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
Yeah.
fair.
okay. Limeade.
Yeah. Limeade, yep.
I'm confused, but okay.
Yeah. Out of context, that makes no sense.
In context, I don't think it probably makes much sense either, knowing you two.
No, it does. It makes sense. But yeah,
We
so
always say that though.
yeah, fair. So yeah, what do you guys do? Was there a question that was?
Yeah, I asked them if he was the reason and all this stuff.
Oh right, okay, yeah. So they say let's see. They kind of like look at each other. Will you kill us if we say yes? Are you from the village? Or are you like mad? I'm sorry.
Well, that depends.
Oh.
Did you cause all?
Well, the question they're trying to ask is, what did the village do to deserve something like this?
I mean, that's not what I was asking, but that works. That's a better question than what I was asking.
Yeah. So they kind of look at each other. He's like, I think that's above our pay grade.
So you're saying that the two of you weren't involved?
How much work do you have to do to be considered involved?
How many people did you kill personally? Is my question.
Oh no, we didn't kill anyone.
All right, great. Then we're not.
We
Going
just,
to
helped out with some magical rituals.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
that sort of
much
thing.
better.
Are the people of the village dead, and buried in piles of plant matter? Or was that just this poor, unfortunate goat herder?
Oh no, the goat herder died. I liked him.
Oh,
Does that mean
great.
that others didn't die?
Well, I mean, something went a little bit wrong in the ritual. It wasn't supposed to go exactly like this. Not everyone was supposed to turn into trees. I mean, that was the thing.
Is that what happened to them? That would explain the forest.
Yeah, they kind of all, turned into plants.
Is
We
this
were-
a
we
magic
were
that
just-
can be reversed?
No, okay, this is their line. This is their line. You guys know how sometimes things just kind of randomly combust and explode? Yeah, that happened, but with plants.
Sure.
I like that.
It's wonderful. Is this a magic
the
that can
voice
be
pretty well.
reversed?
Maybe Belarius knows how to reverse it, but he didn't really seem to care when it went wrong. He was just like, well, I guess that works too.
And you said he'll be along momentarily?
And they kind of keep looking past you guys towards the corridor yeah, probably.
Wonderful. Why don't
Is he behind us?
we all look.
No, there's no one there. Yeah.
Why don't the two of you go secrete yourself in that treasure room over there so you don't get killed while we
Secrete or
That's what I
Secret
heard.
yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Secrete. Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to secrete anything right now. I think we're fine.
Yes. I'm just
Okay.
I don't have to go or anything.
treasure.
Hold up. Wait, what?
go find a room to blow your nose in.
Yeah.
Hold up. Is he gonna come through the hole that we came down?
I mean, I don't know. He'll probably come through from over here.
Let's
Did you ask them that?
Yeah.
No. I think he like teleports.
Oh.
What the what?
Oh, God.
Though I guess the dirt is kind of like a teleportation thing anyway, so just a different. But you didn't know that? I assume that's where you came down.
So you're telling me we're not directly under the village right now?
No.
Yes,
Uh,
goal completion.
So you've still not told. So
Smile just splits across.
Sorry, say it again.
you've still not told us why the village end up the way it did. Was there something in the village you wanted, or something you were supposed to grab
See,
from the village?
we're getting dangerously close to like really bad, like information that would probably get us killed if we told you. I mean, we probably are already dead actually anyway, but
Alric is just like, oh, we're not gonna kill you, don't worry.
no, we're not talking about you. We're talking about Belarius.
Oh yeah, well he's not gonna kill you either because we'll probably kill him. What? Can you guys teleport or anything like that?
What?
Can you guys teleport or?
If we could teleport, we would have already done that.
I feel like, yeah. You guys like, I mean, what forms of escape do you guys have? I mean, that's a
They
little.
kind of like look at each other. Well, when one of us, when we die, a bunch of light flashes out as in our death throes. So I guess I could kill my friend here and then try to escape. But
them quickly.
Oh my gosh.
no, and the thing is, and they said, no, we would never do that. We're brothers.
Oh, that's well. You ever heard of Cain and Abel?
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Uh,
I don't think
yeah, I think
Cain
they
killed Abel out of expediency. I'm gonna make a religion check so I can reprimand him for that particular
sure.
incorrect religion
Cain and Cable?
tidbit.
Cain and Cable.
Aiden Cable.
Cain didn't kill Cable out of a sense of expediency.
Yeah, but yeah, we're not gonna stab each other. So
Wonderful. Well,
All
perhaps
right,
you
well,
should remove
maybe-
yourself so you don't die in the crossfire when you're Belarius.
oh,
Well,
you're gonna let us go? Is that what?
No, you're
well,
gonna stand
no,
back
you're
behind
gonna-
us over there.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. I
okay.
was
Oh,
thinking-
in the room.
I was-
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
Okay.
Leasig would like.
Well, are you sure you didn't want to like?
What?
Oh, do you guys have rope or something?
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm talking to them.
Oh.
They look at each other again, and one of them says, "Unfortunately, no."
Yeah, unfortunately, for us, not you. Yeah, go ahead and go sit in the corner, I guess. I mean, you try to escape.
Can I
like
insight
those
check
your
them
boss
saying
hate you.
they don't have rope?
Yeah, I guess you want to.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Got an 11.
Yeah, they seem to be.
if we're not under the village, where are we?
Oh, great question.
Good question.
Didn't think of that
I mean,
one.
you're still in England, if that's what you're wondering. And not too far away. It's just this was the most convenient place to kind of start this little ritual. So.
And what were you trying to accomplish with the ritual?
So now we're back to the really dangerous information that'll get us killed.
Yeah,
Right.
Leasing just points her.
And you can
short
try to
bow at him.
persuade them or something, like try to roll to like.
Well, I just asked him if we kill your boss. Will you tell us?
So the thing is, like, I think they say, so listen, I mean, as much as we are scared of Belarius, like, we're way more scared of Lord Oberon, so he's also the
That's
person.
what
that
I was afraid of right there.
Okay.
So,
all right.
like-
They think that
You guys are
Oberon's
here.
living under every rock and nook and cranny.
Oh, no, that's not it. It's just, like, he's kind of really powerful and has a lot of spies, and
What if
Yeah.
we're the spies for Lord Oberon?
Oh my gosh! What? No! So this is wait. This is just a trick,
Lucy points
right?
your arrow at him.
So did we? We definitely just failed then, right? We failed this test.
Well, maybe if you tell us what we've been asking this whole time. you might carry
No,
on.
that means we failed more. What are you talking about? If you guys are
Yeah,
spies of
catch it.
Oberon,
You're catching on quick, little Riddle.
There you go. Much better.
Good
All
job.
right, and of
I'm
course
so
we already
confused.
know. Right, yeah.
All right,
And
Riddle.
Of course, we already know what his plan is.
right? So why do you need me to tell you?
Well, we were just testing you, like I said.
Right? Okay. Cool. So we
Well,
wouldn't
no.
tell random strangers, and so we won't tell you.
Somebody
Right, that's
with
part
a
of the
persua-
test.
Now we're not
Somebody
ready.
with persuasion, make a persuasion check already.
I mean, I'm pointing a bow and arrow at them. Would that be intimidation or persuasion? I'm not.
Connor,
Let's think about this. I'm pointing a bow and arrow at them. Is that
what is the
intimidation or
answer here,
persuasion?
Connor?
I've got persuasion.
I have
What do you have for?
Well, so the thing is, like,
Wait, a Connor character with persuasion?
yeah, dude.
I love it. This is
All right.
amazing.
This
I
is
have a 0
great.
in both. So
Okay.
I have
I'm
a
just gonna
6
use
in
persuasion.
intimidation.
Holy wow.
so the thing is, like, I think we've established at this point, you're not going to be able to intimidate them
Right.
into
dang it.
Because they're
into
more
doing.
afraid.
You have to
of-
give them some sort of reason why it's in their best
Well,
interests.
I also have a
right?
6 in persuasion, so never mind.
Right, but like we have to get to that point in the conversation. Like, what are you guys telling them, like a way that they could spend this to their benefit? Because right now they're not just gonna like give up this information, because then they'd be
I
tortured
mean, we
by
could
Lord
just
Oberon.
kill one and then the other one.
I ask please.
I don't think that's how that works. That's not how that word works, Connor.
Persuasion, please.
I know our parents always told us it was a magic word, but that's wrong. You know, that it's,
I mean,
it's not
hey, I
that
was
kind of
raised by a
magic.
wizard. I was raised by a wizard, man. I know these kinds of things.
Okay, but
I mean, yeah. Does anyone have any magic that they could use to
No.
convince them?
Oh, hold on.
have magic like that? No,
I might.
my magic's generally related to healing people, not torturing information out of hapless critters.
You need to get on that.
It's good. You worship the right god.
Well, I have the spell command, but
The right spirits, you mean?
it only lasts for a round, which is
The
like 6 seconds.
spirits aren't
Yeah,
gods.
So.
Remember, he's Pictish.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think we should try command. That sounds like fun.
Well, it only lasts for 6 rounds. or 6 seconds. I don't think that's long enough to like work.
No, but it's like it you get them to do a thing. So like,
Right.
6 seconds gets them to ascent and
Well, it's also
Well,
my
here,
last
yeah.
spell slot.
answer
so
the question.
yeah. Let's look at command and see specifically what
I'm
it's.
pretty sure it's like a one.
It might be a thing to do, yeah, rather than. Okay, yeah. So you can have them approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to pick those. Like I could say speed,
But
then
like,
would-
yeah, I get one word
Grovel.
command
Make them grovel.
yeah, I don't like.
Oh,
or
I'm just
follow
gonna-
the command on its next turn. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to spell the entire thing in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Like listen, how about this?
I shall then ask please.
But that's like, listen. If you tell us what
I
you'd like to
roll.
know, then we will ensure that you are not killed by your boss when he arrives. Is that sufficient?
If you think about it.
They're Fey-like creatures, right? I'm gonna speak Sylvan,
okay.
and I'm just gonna be like, look, Lord Oberon, he's not a nice guy. Am I right? He's kind
Yep.
of a
Yeah, kind of a complete jerk. Yep.
kind of a grade A like trash piece of trash. You know what I'm saying?
Trash piece of trash.
You don't speak
So-
Sylvan very often, do you?
I hand you a potion of speaking wellness. It's fine.
Yeah, there. Yes, thank you. So look,
Speaking wellness, I love it.
That was Lance Terpstra said that.
so look. I'm asking you to please tell us what's going on here, so that we can right the wrongs that have been done to this village, and hopefully redeem you guys. Does that sound good?
Let me double check the alignment of these creatures. Yeah, they just kind of look at each other and just say, "We don't really care about being redeemed. I mean, we kind of just do whatever."
Did they respond to my offer of?
I really read
Sure they
you
don't
guys
die.
wrong.
No, they kind of ignored it, honestly.
Okay.
Like, it seems like the thing is, like, you've just said the same thing that you've already said. Like, yeah, we'll keep you, like, but like they
Right.
don't care ultimately about Belarius. They care mostly about Lord Oberon,
Right.
and they work for him. So if they gave up this information, they'd have nowhere to go.
Yes,
They
but if
could
they don't
stay
give up
on
the
there.
information, they'll die. So I'm not sure why they're
Yeah, I mean,
perplexed at the moment.
we could.
They
put
would
this
rather
in one
die by
place.
our hand than be tortured
Yeah, that's kind
for
of the vibe you're
long
getting.
term times by Lord Oberon.
Mhm.
Okay.
More
Well, then they're
afraid.
no use to us.
Long term times, yes, I English.
He's speaking Sylvan too.
I English goods.
Yeah.
Is good Englishes.
So when they just both say, we don't really care about being redeemed, I just kind of say, yeah, I really read you guys wrong.
I mean,
yet
we
get
did just say that we kind of like try to kill our boss every time he comes around. So I don't know what you were
Well,
expecting.
Yeah, I thought that was some sort of prank or something.
Oh, it definitely is. But like, we also threw knives at you guys. So
You're right. We should just kill them now.
Thank you for reminding us of that.
I mean, they were speaking in Sylvan still to
Oh.
Ulrich.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you could do for us besides give us this information? You guys want to give us a hand? You know, kind of prove your worth that we don't just want to kill you right now, just in case you throw more knives at us.
I mean, I don't really think there's a whole lot that we could say or do that would make you not try to kill us at this point.
Draws his sword.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of.
Yep. All right. Prepare to die, evil creatures.
I mean, that seems slightly unnecessary.
Shh.
It's like, I see what you're doing. It's not going to work.
Crap.
Like, so the thing you guys need to offer them is like, give them a deal. Like, what besides like just like,
I mean,
Like,
what deal
say-
can we give them that,
Yeah, I don't really know what we can.
like, yeah?
I mean,
we
yeah,
don't
there
wanna
might
kill
not be-
Oberon. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
there's nothing we can do about that because we can't kill Oberon. I mean, we could lie to them.
Cool. What was the stuff? What was like the treasures that we got? Maybe we can pretend that something's really precious when it's not.
Yeah, because that's gonna work to characters that actually seem intelligent here.
Have they ever seen spices before?
Yes, they have seen spices. before.
Crap, that was my one thing right there. That's at the end of my plans.
What about
Uh,
2 coffee pieces?
How about a rock?
Like I guess the thing that comes to mind for me that maybe you could offer them is like help them escape Lord Oberon.
Oh,
Right,
that's
like-
true, because they don't seem to like to work for Oberon.
I
But
mean,
didn't
the
he just
other
say
op-
they would have nowhere to go.
they could
Right.
go to Titania technically,
Oh,
or they
that
could
would be
try
really
to like disconnect
Okay, well,
entirely.
Then I'll roll persuasion, and we'll just say that my character just goes down that line of thinking.
Right. So like we'll just help you. We'll help
Right.
you escape Lord
Wait,
Oberon.
what's
Right.
your
sort of thing.
persuasion?
3. So, but I think what we established is that your intimidation isn't more.
Well, right, but I also have 6
intimidating than
persuasion. So
Oh, well then, fine.
Yeah. So you can just do that, and then we can say Ulrich is helping, right?
yes, please, because I'm gonna. Oh no, I don't need it. Never mind.
All right.
That's
You're
the
not
first
gonna need it. Yeah. So
Nice.
what do you say exactly, Erastus, that convinces them?
Yeah, basically, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm like, well, as of now, our only interaction with Oberon has been with his underlings, but he tried to trap us here, or they tried to trap us here in this village, and within a few hours, we not only secured our escape, but now we own this town. So I think if you have any issues with Oberon, we can deal with them.
You trade this village for his. Wait.
But no.
Yeah,
Bigger
so-
or better,
so-
right? So,
So I think he says
trade this village for 2 villages.
look under your chair. There's a village.
Oh my gosh.
So
You get a
I think-
village, and
yeah.
you get a village.
exactly. Riddle says,
Sorry.
"Are you positive that you'll be able to help us? I mean, it's Lord Oberon we're talking about here.
Hey, I'm Lord Ulrich.
I don't know who that is, and I don't really care either."
Yeah, well, I was raised.
Well, as far as I see it, you have 2 options. You can either wait for Oberon to find out you've told us what you have so far and kill you, or you can come with us and perhaps you'll survive. I hear he has a woman of similar power that he detests, and perhaps you could go work for her instead.
That sounds like fun.
Behind every powerful man, there's his divorced wife, very angry with him.
What you're telling me is that divorce is the road to power? I don't
No, the road to power happens to also coincide with the motivations for divorce.
So you're telling me it's correlative, not causative. I see. I understand.
You're getting the hang of this, lad.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think they think about that really deeply, and I think they like whisper something to each other, and then just kind of like they nod. And Riddle says, "All right, we have 2 conditions. One, you'll, make sure that Belarius doesn't find out about anything we told you, and like if he happens to show up in the next like 2 seconds here,
I look behind me again,
and he's not there. Yeah." And then he says, and then 2, maybe just take us to wherever you guys like hang out. I don't know if we want to stay around in this Fey business. Lord Oberon's pretty bad, but like Titania's like kind of worse. So maybe we'll just check out the city. I don't know.
I have no qualms with that. Although, if your boss is going to arrive in a couple seconds, and it has been a very long couple seconds, perhaps you should hide in that alcove again.
Did you want to hear the information that we kind of just bargained for?
I do, except that he was supposed to be here 2 seconds ago, 400 seconds ago. So I'm a little worried he's going to show up.
I mean, it's your decision. I mean, we can just.
You're stalling for time.
No, that's definitely not. I would stalling. Well, I would never stalling.
Right. Well,
no, I wouldn't do that. I would never stall for time. It's not a thing that I would ever do. Right, Bog? Yeah, he would never stall for time. Not a thing.
The Warhammer it stops an inch from his face.
All right, we're done. We'll go to the alcove. Bye.
Thank you. All right, now I'd like to take up positions and wait for their boss.
Okay.
I'd like to figure out if we can put a gag in their mouth so they don't say anything and notify their boss before we get a chance to stick a knife in his incapacitate him so that, he doesn't hurt them or us or, anybody else for that matter.
Okay.
I don't have anything that can do that, unfortunately.
I mean, do you want to just like actually like we
have ropes and vines, don't we?
Yeah, you could take some of the vines and just
stuff it in their mouths and call that good.
You have more vines, I guess we can do that. That's fine.
Sure, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Also, it's 11:16.
Yeah. Exactly. And so I think
Right.
I think what we do is we get you guys like kind of like ready. So you're basically just like sitting here like ready to like fight whoever's going to come.
At least I am. That was my plan.
Yeah. And I think what
Jordan's
happens
gonna do the same.
So what happens is like 20 or 30 minutes pass and he doesn't show up. What would you do?
Well, I don't even know if I'd wait 20 or 30 minutes.
Right. How long would you wait? Yeah.
I mean, after like 10 minutes, I'd probably be like, my shield of protection is gone. I'm just going to go steal all this money and leave.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because there was loot beyond them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I would think we want to check for tripwires again before we go after the loot. Just a thought.
We could ask them if they put tripwires down. I think that was probably them.
Yeah, I think they say, "Oh wait, right there. Oh, there's one over there too."
Wonderful.
And then when they're done telling us where the tripwires are, we make one of them walk ahead of us.
Yeah, sure.
Do
Yeah,
they
and
point out more tripwires?
No, they don't. They've told you the ones. Yeah.
Hey, these guys might actually be playing along for once.
Yeah. And yeah, so you guys get to the end of like the corridor there, and then what do? You just try to like grab some of the treasure? There's like all sorts of different things.
Bulk up on gold and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So you your hand goes right through it, and the Fae kind of like look at each other and like, oh, that's why you were coming down the corridor. Sorry, that's an illusion. It was to be a trick for
What's the point of
Belarius
right there?
Belarius,
another trick for your beloved boss.
Pretty much.
I count individually how many coins are in the illusion, and I tell them they owe me that much gold.
Okay. They owe you like apparently like 5,000 gold then.
I believe you owe me approximately 5,000 gold. All right. Now, anyways.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
You got my hopes up. That's how it works.
So, did you want to hear the information, or are we gonna
yes,
go, or what?
So,
Speak before we cut out one of your tongues.
Oh,
That's-
we will definitely. Yep, you're good. We'll do that. And so I think it's Bog who says, "Well, I don't know any of the details, but basically the thing they got out of the town was well, it was a bunch of kids. They transformed the adults into plants and then took the kids."
Caleb.
Yeah, you know exactly what's going on here. That's Carly.
I mean, I kind of saw this coming, but.
Yeah.
It's Faye. What did you expect?
Yeah, and so Bog just like shrugs. He's like, I don't know what they want with them exactly, but they took them through the loam portal and dragged them off down the aqueduct. Belarius was there. He was doing it. I don't know where they took them, though. We're just kind of here to make sure nothing else went wrong.
Like us showing up?
Yeah, it turns out we failed pretty bad at that.
That you did.
Well, it sounds like we know where we're heading next.
Yeah, and maybe we should probably leave before Belarius actually does show up.
That's probably a wise idea.
And then as you guys turn, Belarius steps around the corner.
And I hit him with the hammer.
And that is where we take our leave for today's session. Yeah, so it's like the moment, right, where like you guys have been like every time they mention Belarius, you guys like look behind you and he wasn't there, and it's like the one time where like maybe you didn't look immediately, and then she's like, wait a second, and you look around, you look back, and he's actually there. Yeah, so that was a thing. That was fun.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I had zero of any of this planned when we started today's session.
As a player, as a metagaming player, that makes me very happy.
I bet, yeah.
That we can have a fun session, and I know you were flying by the seat of your pants the whole time.
Completely the entire time.
Nice.
Because like I got to I listened back through the episodes like to get refreshed on this, and I was like, I mean, I feel like I should do prep work, but I don't know in what direction to prep. So I guess I'm just gonna like wing it and see what happens.
That's good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so goals.
Yeah. So goals.
Oh yeah.
So get a magical weapon. Didn't do that. Find Oswin Gage.
And then you're not working on it either. So yeah.
Yeah, didn't do that. Find out what happened to the villagers. Accomplish that. Find Oswin Gage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we even like talked about him.
No, and you can change these goals if you realize that like none of them. There's no chance to work towards them.
Oh well, okay.
I don't know what else you would have accomplished, but
I mean, get information out of the brothers.
sure, yeah. Yeah, for most of the time we won't let retcons like this happen, but like it's because none of us had a good idea of what was happening, we weren't sure what direction it was going to take,
cool.
so that's fine. Yeah, so you accomplished 2 goals.
Yeah.
2 minor goals. So, and you're level 1.
Yes.
All right, you get 100 XP.
Okay.
What's that put you at?
How? Yeah, that's a good question.
Right now you're at. You level up. You're at 350 XP.
Oh,
You're level 2
really?
now. Yep.
Hey, buddy. Good job.
Crazy.
Nice.
I'll level
So,
up next week.
Yeah, we'll figure that out in between. That'll be fun, Connor, because you'll be able to look at some cool options and things and
Yes.
figure out what path you're taking. Cool. Erastus Kember.
So, it doesn't count to where I've worked towards find the magic item if that was one of the reasons we were searching the town. I mean, like, trying to find leads on this. I take it that doesn't count, right? Towards.
No, well, because you were searching for the whole session was about like finding out what happened to the villagers. The
Right.
weapon didn't have.
Yeah, I
anything
don't
to do
really
with that.
remember what who has the weapon or anything like that, so I'm not even sure.
All you guys know is that there was a letter that Bartholomew had that he was planning on sending, apparently, to a certain wizard named Oswin Gage to petition him basically to come to his mansion and like buy this magic item. That would be there. So That's all you know.
Wait, so do I still not know the contents of that letter other than what they may have discussed?
I think you know now, if I remember correctly. I might have to go back through and look.
Yeah, I
and
know.
watch it back. But I feel like you eventually saw the letter, right? Maybe you
I
didn't.
think so. I don't remember.
I feel like that was a thing that she hadn't, and I don't remember if she then.
Yeah, maybe you didn't. Huh. Okay.
I'm trying to think of a goal I can replace that with.
Yeah, I don't think you did. Yeah. I don't look at it. Sorry. What goals did you have?
Well, I have loot the village, which I did. There just wasn't anything to get. So well, I got stuff from the main.
Well, I mean, you failed
Well,
your
yeah, but
roll,
I mean,
so there may have been things that you didn't find.
I
Is the
suppose.
issue?
Well, I mean, I guess we stole or we looted the stuff from the main place, and then I looked for the stuff in the other place. There just wasn't.
Yeah, if you consider it accomplished, then that's fine, right? Like,
I mean, unless we plan to go back and loot more, I would think so.
yeah. You
And
probably looted the village as much as you can.
yeah, I feel like we're probably not. I think we're probably going straight towards the.
Yep.
Yeah. Find out if anyone survived.
You did.
Uh,
You found out.
The
The children survived.
Did Connor change his to get information from the goblins or whatever? Not goblins, the Fae.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That changed my last for that as well because we didn't work towards. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
So interrogate the.
So you accomplished 3 goals.
Yay.
Good job. So you get 100. Or wait, you're level 2 now.
Yeah.
You get 300 XP.
Yay. What's level?
Whoa.
What's level 3? It's because it costs more experience to level up, so I get more. It's not actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it cost to get to level 3?
Yeah, let me look.
Oh, sorry.
Character advancement. 900. So you're 300. away.
Okay. Yeah.
Cools. Donin McKentigern.
Well, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of trying to figure out one last goal here. Sure, we'll call that good. Learn about Oberon's plan for the village.
Yeah.
Did that.
So learn about Oberon's plan for
The plan
village.
meaning, okay, I guess what I meant is like what brought him to the village and what.
I don't think you still know that. You can work on. You can say you
I mean,
worked on it.
He got the kids, so I guess Donan considers that to be
Okay,
what
so
he
just
was
like
doing in
learn the
village.
surface
Right.
level of like
Yeah.
why did Oberon? Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Like why?
If
this
you're
village?
satisfied with the answer,
He's
you
satisfied
got the
that
kids.
that Oberon showed up and took the kids from the village.
Got it. Yeah, that's fine.
At least for now, he's satisfied with that because I think this is kind of that the fate of the village. What happened to the village?
Right. You basically figured out what happened to the village.
Plans was the wrong term, but yeah.
No, I get you. Yeah. Okay, cool.
And get some loot,
Yep, you got some loot.
and then interrogate the brothers for more info.
Indeed. Yeah. So you accomplished all 3 of your goals too.
Yay!
So you get 150 XP, which I think levels you up. Yep. Congratulations, Dona McKentigern. You are level 2.
Hey!
So yeah, 150. And then laissez les matières.
Get out of this village.
You
I
did it!
inadvertently.
Inadvertently.
Speak to Pongerbon, which I realize I won't be able to do that unless we see him again.
I mean, you could at any point you could just be like, Pongerbon,
That's true.
talk to me. That's the thing.
And get back what was stolen from me.
Oh, no.
You rolled so.
Oh
Donan.
gosh.
Oh, Donan.
Oh my
You
god.
rolled a 1.
What's your con modifier?
2.
That
So I have 13 HP
Poor
this
Donan.
time. I feel like I always do this on leveling up.
that's why I never roll for HP.
And then yes, sir. What was the other goals? You
The
had?
last long-term one. Get back what was stolen from me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you worked on that this session though.
I mean, my first, I guess my first step to get closer to that is to get out of the village, but
Right. But that was already a goal that you had.
Yeah.
What was the goal?
Get back what was stolen from me. Similar to the
like search for the magic item.
Search for the magic item thing. I don't think anyone worked on it this session.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you want to, and this is not a thing I'll do all the time, but like if you want to, I'm fine with you for now changing that to like get information from the brothers, like everybody else just did.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to for this session. Okay, cool. So that means you get 100 XP.
Yay,
which
level up.
Levels you up too. Yeah.
Yay.
Everybody's level 2.
Now I can shapeshift.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Lisa can
Fun.
shapeshift now.
I still haven't used
Fun.
silent speech yet either. I'm excited.
That's
for that.
fair. Yeah, you haven't. It's true. Cool stuff. Well, that was a fun session, and I think we'll be back in another 2 weeks with some more Anno Domini. But I think that's it from us right now. So, adios, and we are out. Bye.
Bye.